In this project, we'll be creating our own pixel art coloring page. There will be several videos that will walk you through the process of creating your own page. So when we are finished, we will have one page that is filled with numbers that aren't going to make any sense to us right now. And then if we were coloring these numbers, we would get a final product that has each number colored in according to a key. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to open up the template that is listed in direction number 1. So when we click on the template, it will ask you to make a copy. So please make a copy of the template. You might have to give it a moment to load. And we are going to go up to the top where it says copy of pixel art. And I just want you to get rid of copy of. So it just says pixel art as our title. And then I can click enter. So right now on the template, I have 26 boxes wide, A through Z, and it goes all the way down, unlimited, 1 through whatever number you need. You notice every box is now as close to a perfect square as you can get. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to need to use the internet, and we're going to find a pixel art image that we want to use as our template. So in order to do that, I'm going to open up a Google tab. The best thing that you can do is you're going to put in whatever you're looking for. So I'm looking for a unicorn, and you're going to follow that with pixel art grid. And this will give you grid images. So when I click images, it will give me images that already have this grid behind it. That's what I want. I want an image that has a grid. Something like this is not what I want. So I'm going to find the image that I want. I'm going to click on the image. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to save this image. So I'm just going to right click, and I can go to save image as. So when I click on that, and I'm going to just name it something that I can remember. So I'm going to name mine unicorn. Now I'm not working on a Chromebook, so the save may look a little different than my laptop, which is perfectly fine. So I'm going to click save. The next thing is I need to know how many columns I need wide for my picture. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my picture. I can always zoom in. So to zoom in, you can hold Control plus on the keyboard and it will zoom in on your picture. And I'm actually going to have to count all of the boxes that are wide. Okay, so I know after I count that I have 33 boxes going across. Okay, you may have more, you may have less. If you have more, then you have to add onto boxes because right now you only have 26. So to add columns, if I go to my Z, I'm going to right click on my Z and I'm going to say insert one to the right. I'm going to have to do this, unfortunately, for however many boxes that I need. So there's 26. I need 7 more boxes after Z. So that's 1. So you're going to keep doing this until you have all of your boxes. Now, if you need to, for any reason, delete boxes, if you have less than 26, to delete a column, all I do is right click on the column and I say delete column. Okay, so right now I have 33 columns. And next thing I will have to do is I will need to count how many rows that I have. I know this seems tedious, but it's really important that we count the correct numbers or our pictures are going to be incorrect. So when I counted, I had 47. Okay, so I don't need to add any rows because I can keep scrolling and get as many rows as I want. What I'm going to do now is I need to add borders to my cells. So I have to remember the number 47 rows. So I'm going to highlight all the way down to 47. Okay, so I'm just going to keep dragging all the way down for me for 47. Yours might be larger, yours might be less. It all depends on the picture you chose. So I'm going to get all of my columns highlighted, and I'm going to go all the way down to row 47 for my picture. After I highlight that, I'm going to go up to this border button. It kind of looks like a window or 4 squares. When I click on that, I want to choose all borders, which is the very first option. So now what that's going to do is that is going to turn my entire space into the grid similar to the picture that I chose. In the next video, you will be adding a color key and begin to number your boxes.